years of use and the elements have worn out Monterey's streets, sidewalks, and storm drains. Although city street crews have diligently repaired potholes and unsafe sidewalk conditions, the city has lacked adequate funding to maintain this infrastructure for years. A voter-approved sales tax increase of 1 cent per dollar will raise about $8 million a year to repair streets, sidewalks, and storm drains.
People understand that the only way that they're going to fix their own town is to take the ball in their own hands and try to do that themselves. I think the community came forward and stepped up to the plate, and they wanted to say, you know what, this is our town. We want to make sure that our town is as good as it can possibly be. So we're going to invest a little bit of money into the town to bring it back to a place where we can be proud to be Monterey again.
Revenues will also fund safety improvements.
There's over $10 million that's been set aside strictly for ADA improvements. And ADA doesn't just mean disabled folks. It means elderly folks or people who have difficulty just walking around the streets. What that entails is putting handicap ramps or ramps at the edges of streets so they can get across intersections. It also includes upgrades to the 72 signals here in Monterey. What that'll do is it'll have the talking push buttons that'll let you know when it's safe to cross the streets. So there's over $10 million of Measure P funds strictly for those kinds of upgrades.
For a long time, storm drain problems were out of sight, out of mind. But this 100-year-old system was in dire need of repair. Many pipes were given an F grade when studied. Without improvements, flooding can result, affecting properties and the environment.
Well, it's important for our storm drain system to stay healthy, as we just saw with some flooding we had recently. As long as the storm drain system functions, it saves flooding throughout the city. When that flooding occurs, it causes damage to private property, public property, and inconvenience to the streets. So we want to keep the stormwater in the storm drain system as much as possible.
Work will begin this spring in late March, early April. The first large Measure P project we will see is a slurry seal, applied to over 1 million square feet of city streets. Slurry sealing is a pavement preservation method. About 100 ADA ramps are under design. Work on those will begin in spring and last into the summer.
Storm drains are going to occur probably midsummer. Some of that work's going to occur there. And sidewalks are going to be ongoing. Like I said, we have about $2 million over the next 4 years to do sidewalk repair, and we want to get that work done as quickly as possible and as efficiently as possible, and hopefully start the sidewalks also in probably the May time frame.
We are going to have a lot of construction work in the next few years. The inconvenience will be temporary, but the improvements will be permanent. The City of Monterey's Public Works Department will work with the Communications and Outreach Office to keep you updated on construction schedules. For the latest information, visit monterey.org/fixing streets.